Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another scene set in Edessa, the Dark Crusade, Season 2. Tonight, we set the scene with Sebastian Giovanni and his servant Nix. As Sebastian has sent the former scourge of Edessa, who has not been seen within the domain for a great deal of time, a message asking for a meeting. Requesting that perhaps he'd just stay in his current location and not flee rapidly or in panic. As he would like to discuss matters pertaining to his expertise. And, well, given that he's a former scourge, we all know what that means. And so, Sebastian and Nix have taken a cart out of the city in order to meet with a former scourge known as Nerov. Unfortunately, one of them does not cause animals to panic and bite.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to get bitten by a camel? I ask you. Oy. Continue.
No, but I do know that they spit.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, out of character, I know. This in character, Bastian has no idea.
Yeah, Nix would just nod and say yes. They spit.
Huh.
That they do that, and it's so very, very hard to wash out of armor and clothes.
I have been duly informed.
You'll never get that smell out.
How far out of the city do we have to go?
You mean how far out of the city do you have to go?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said in.
Oh, how far out of the city do we have to go?
10 to 15 miles.
Okay.
It's quite a distance.
Bastian is in the back of the cart playing chess with a dead man. It's fine, don't worry about it. He constantly beats me.
And Nix, I guess, is driving the cart. I don't know, maybe. And laughing every time Bastian loses a piece. She's like, no, don't. Oh, you had such a better move than that.
The ghost man looks at you incredulously. With this whole look of, oh, didn't you do better then?
She just raises an eyebrow and kind of gives him I guess, some side eye and a smirk.
Urged by gamesmanship rising.
But yes. You travel for about 15 minutes. Yeah. You're on a car, so it'll probably be like 20, but not that much more slowly. And you have to travel off-road, which also slows you down a fair bit. It's untamed heathland, so it's not exactly the worst off-road conditions, but it's still hardly the best.
That's okay. But she'll kind of urge the horse to walk a little bit faster, if you can.
The horse reluctantly obeys its master.
Realistically, if we're in a car, it's probably horses, plural.
Horses. But it doesn't take you too much longer to spot a camp in the distance. It is fairly well lit. You can see the ambient glow.
Bastian, we're here.
Wonderful. On a side note, Giuseppe, he says, looking at the aging Italian ghost, "You're a master of your craft. One day I will eat you." And he just hops out of the back.
Do you want me to leave it here or somewhere else?
Yes, we can leave it here.
Okay.
Man, Giuseppe is fucking old.
I'd like I'd like to tie or to make sure. Essentially, I want to make it so nobody can steal our cart, more or less.
You're more you'd have to stop at quite a distance because you're on heathland, so you're effectively on entirely open ground.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a cart. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. You can always steal their horses if you want to. They've got a lot of those.
I mean, it's just whatever. Anyways, so I'm gonna pull off to the side of the road, and hop down off the cart and point over to the camp that we see. And she just says, "It's over there."
Good. Let us go take a walk.
Okay, and she'll follow closely behind over his left shoulder. How tall is Bastien again?
He's about 5'10".
Okay, so they're almost the same height.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As they approach, he will halloo them. Hello.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here. Yeah, you see people numbering the dozens. This is a fairly extensive camp. It's actually quite large. And there is a horse for every man. In fact, there are more horses than people. Also, a lot of people in cages. About a good few dozen people in cages as well. Some are asleep, others are weeping, some are, well, not dying but beaten up.
I've never determined if Bastian has any particular. No, he has slaves. He enslaves ghosts. He cares not for the living. Given his craft and his road, I doubt he I doubt he gives a piss, to be honest. Because yeah, path of the merchant. Humans are commodities.
Yeah.
But yeah, he halloos the camp as they walk towards it.
Yeah.
Hello.
People look at you as if to plead for help.
So, what nice cages you have. Yes.
Well, they might not be dead, but they certainly are inside. Good job. You're halfway there. But yes, everyone's quite respectful to you, really. No one particularly gives you much. No one really gives you much trouble.
Let's just pop on that old Auspex just in case the scourge is sneaking around. But yeah. No, but he will ask one of the bandits. He'll say, "I'm here to speak with. Is it Narib?"
Nirav.
Nirav. There we go.
At which point he'll just one of the guards will just sit over there and kind of just gestures towards a fairly large bell tent.
On a side note, at least these people know how to live. I like the camp vibe. Nick's thoughts on the camp vibe?
Okay.
Yeah, should be noted that the most of the tents are fairly large.
On a side note, how many slaves are there in cages?
I'm gonna say about 3 dozen people. Which is a lot of money. That is a lot of money.
What constitutes a lot of money?
I think under the old system of Resources 5 you could buy like I had like Resources 4 and I could only buy like half a dozen slaves. Resources 5 I think I could go buy a dozen. So he's basically that's like 3 months of resource 5 actions. So probably pushing resources 6 or 7 in terms of just sheer money count.
He looks at them and he says, "I'll buy the lot." Can you have them? Can you have them gift wrapped? You can gift wrap the cages. It's fine. I tell you what. I tell you what. He pats him on the chest. I don't come near ever. I come back. We do business. Yes.
One moment. Hey, boss! Someone wants to buy your cages. Servants. The servants in the cages. he literally just goes,
Yes, you did. It's fine. Don't worry. We're not going to question your professionalism. No.
nervous stare. Eventually,
you like a hug? Here, I give you a hug.
certain man comes out of the bell tent. He just goes, my new best friend in Odessa. How are you?
I'm
Do you
quite
like a
fine.
hug? I do give hugs. I give the best hugs.
You know what? I'm a hug the old scourge. Like, hey! He gets the perfunctory Italian kiss on each cheek. Like, it is good to see you.
Oh, it is very, very good to see you. Very good indeed. My new sheriff.
Shall we go inside and talk business?
Of course.
This is my second, Mr. This is my second and one of my hounds, Nyx.
It's good to meet you.
Ooh, I have to go collect my food. I will just be back in 2 seconds.
It's no problem, because what he does is he sort of tilts his head at you, Nyx, and then you could just see him give a very large smile underneath his head wraps.
Does something amuse you?
Well, I generally always find people like you very, very amusing.
What if it, when you say people like me, what do you mean?
I don't know. I think I'll let you muse on it.
Sorry, what?
I think I'll let you muse on it.
She raises an eyebrow and looks at him. And doesn't say anything else.
Don't worry about it. Your benefactor's just gotten you a very large and temporary feeding stock. You should be happy.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, well, we'll see. You may have other
Yeah.
uses for them.
That's true. In which case, I suppose you should be very sad.
Mm.
It's okay. I give the best hugs.
I'm sure you do.
I'm a very cuddly boy.
Oh, well.
He just walks into it.
And I guess when Evan gets back, Nyx will follow behind Bastien. Actually, what she's going to do is she's going to stand outside the tent to make sure that nobody enters the tent. But she is going to listen in on the conversation.
Well, of course, you are pretty much within earshot unless they were to start whispering.
Yeah. But I have acute senses hearing, so I probably would be able to pick up on their conversation.
I'm back. Sorry about that. So, yeah,
That's okay.
Bastien will walk into the tent with this gentleman.
Nyx doesn't. She stands outside, making sure that nobody tries to enter the tent.
Ooh. Yeah. So he'll say, "I don't guess that your self-imposed exile has affected you too badly, my friend."
Oh no, no. Odessa is a very temporal place, at best. Personally, I am quite happy to get back to my roots.
I see, I see. Very interesting.
It's also nice to have a thrill of being chased myself again. I've spent the last year or so chasing others.
I quite understand the perspective. So, I am here to talk business. I assume you're a man who enjoys business.
Why? There are a few things I love more.
Excellent, good answer. So, with that in mind, frankly, the gang girl have caused a bit of a stir when it comes to you. I'm sure you understand.
You could say that.
But they are puppies who yawn and scabber. Nothing of real interest or importance.
Yep. Curious cats getting carried away as usual.
Exactly that. So, I come to you seeking your help in a matter that is most sensitive.
Oh. Well, I do keep the best secrets, Nosferatu notwithstanding.
You are a member of the Ravenos clan, yes?
In the undead flesh.
At one point, if rumor is to be believed, you brought a number of kindreds to the city for Clan Tremere's usage, shall we say. I personally don't care about that, but I require such a service myself.
Oh. Fascinating.
More aptly, I require a single specific kindred brought to the city.
Which one in particular? Or what? I assume you're more curious of a certain how to say this. Actually, I'll go with my original thought. I suppose they're concerned with more of a particular breed than anything else.
Quite correct. Quite correct indeed. In India, the home of your illustrious bloodline, or clan, I don't call them a bloodline, there are a grouping of individuals whom have shark-like teeth and consume the bodies of the dead. Have you ever heard of these entities?
Oh. 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 This is the first time in ever someone's gone around asking about those people. To be fair, there are nasty pieces of work. Dirty business dealing with them. Even dirtier than me.
Well, it is one of them that I require.
Well, that is That is one spicy mess. He seems quite entertained by the request or the challenge. You're not sure which.
There will, of course, be a payment to match the difficulty.
Of course, I'd expect procuring such a valuable trophy would involve a very valuable prize.
The prize I'm willing to offer is a single blood boon on behalf of the Giovanni family.
Done.
Needless to say, there are a few minor stipulations. One, the boon will, of course, only be registered when this individual is brought to me, but then again, you understand that.
Of course. Expect nothing less.
Also, if you could take your time in this particular hunt. These individuals possess a specific esoteric gift for the dead that my particular family value. They have knowledge of certain paths and rituals that we find of use. We would like this individual to be able to, with proper motivation, enlighten us as to these paths. So if you could find one that is so inclined, we would be grateful.
If not, I can always beat it with a stick until it does.
I like this man. But very well. You and I have an agreement, it seems.
Oh yes, I think we do.
Bastian extends his hand.
Before Nero shakes your saying, it'll probably take me a few months. I will have to do a bit of traveling first.
Oh, one quite understands. You have to go somewhere that is very far distant.
But I should be able to make it. If my hunt goes particularly smoothly, should be no longer than 2 months. If it goes poorly, well, I suppose you're not going to be hearing from me again, so...
Needless to say, my family does not give out such rich benefices without having faith in those whom we would give them to.
That is a sentiment that I, as a beneficiary, can get behind.
Oh, and the slaves outside. I'll take the lot.
Amazing.
He will sign some kind of promissory note or whatever else, basically promising that. Because okay, I don't carry around a resources 6 deposit of cash on me.
Nope. You can pay it off over the course of a couple, like 2 or 3 months or something.
Nah, I'm just going to do it all now. I'll use my resources for this month now to just be like, whoop.
What's your resources level? It's 5, right?
Well, technically it's 6.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can just buy all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my cash monies, and he's like, "Yeah, boy."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm getting Paragon in resources today."
If it helps, hey Nix, I bought you friends.
I mean, cool.
Yay, you're going to kill them all. Whoops.
No, I'm not. I'm going to teach them about our Dark Mother, and if they don't listen to me, then yes, I'm going to kill them. That's how that works. I'm pretty sure.
But yes. No. Nirav will just pocket the note.
It's probably a banking note from like the Giovanni family bank.
Yeah. Why, my good sir, it has been an absolute pleasure doing business with you this evening.
Much the same, my friend.
Just the finest.
Needless to say, I shall look forward to your return.
Oh, and I will look forward to seeing you once I do.
He stands up and he makes to walk to the door of the tent platform. He kind of contemplates and he turns and he says, "As for the Gangrel, you know that they have decamped from court."
Oh, I'm aware. I'm very aware. That should be interesting. Don't think the prince is gonna like that. If only there was a scourge to deal with that problem. Huh.
I am curious about one thing, considering you owe them no love or loyalty. Why did the Premier want those bodies?
Well, let's just say you have your craft and they have theirs.
Oh my, now that is interesting. Well, I shall not keep you. We have many things to do tonight. Many, many things.
And I'll leave you to those many things. Safe travels.
He will duck out of the tent. He kind of looks next and he says, actually no, he'll go back to Homeboy who fucked up the introduction and he'll say, you, what is your name?
Sod.
Excellent. You need to be more verbose when it comes to being a salesman.
Yes, sir. Nirav just looks at him with this with these wounded eyes, just kind of giving him this look of, oh, you're so bad at this. just face palms, like,
He looks at the slaves in the cage and says, "Good news, everybody! You are now my property."
There is only the silence of the broken and yeah. The broken and the beaten and the depressed.
If you're happy, I think that's a good place for sure.
A great place to end the scene on Mass Psychosis. Thank you, players for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching this absolutely beautiful scene. Wasn't it just the best? It was the most adorable. Nirav, the best hugs. See y'all next time.